everyone, welcome to Eden's Secret. It's Karen here, and today we're doing like a pinky ready layer with a swirl in the center soap. So let's get started, shall we? Let's blend. So the colours we're going to be using is, we're going to use Silver Blue from You Make It Up. We're going to use Pink 201 from Mineral Makeup Ingredients, and I thought I'd better get some of this before everybody buys and I can't get it any. Try By Fire from Nurture Soap, which is a fabulous red. Okay, so what I'm hoping to do is I'm going to have just a plain layer of pink, then I'm going to have a very thin layer of the silvery blue, just to separate the center layer from the bottom and the top layer. So I'm going to have a center layer which will be a red and pink in the pot swirl, and then the top will just be plain. Then we're going to leave that to set overnight. We're going to slice it and then we're going to pipe on top of it tomorrow. So I'm going to separate off 600 mils of soap butter into this jug, so that I've got 300 mils to do those two layers. So I'll be doing 2 layers of the silvery blue. So I'm just going to put that one to one side. Now I need a jug to separate off some of that lovely red Try By Fire. I might actually do a white and red swirl in the centre. White and red, I think, yeah, it might look quite good if it's white and red with the pink on the bottom and the pink on the top. So what I need to do first is I need to work out how the depth of each layer. So let me just do that first. Now if you can't work it out with a paper and pen, because I'm doing 3 layers, simply what I've got left in my container, I'm going to split that into 3 jugs. Scraping every little last drop out of my pan. Okay, so I can see one measurement in one jug is 1600, so 1.6 kilos, 1600 grams of soap butter. The others have less in them. This one's got 1500, this one's got 1400. So I guess if I tip 100 out of this one, that'll give us 1500 in each jug. Now I have gone over a little bit with this one, so I'm just going to top that back up again. I always scrape the side off, and then you get a much neater reading. That's right, that's spot on for each one now. Okay, so we have a bottom and a top layer. Both of those are going to be pink. So I'm going to pop that back into the pan. And I'm going to put this one to one side for now. So in this pan is the top layer and the bottom layer. So in this pan is the top layer and the bottom layer. I want both of those layers to be exactly the same colour, so that's why I've put them in together. And I'm just going to put 1/4 teaspoonful of that hot pink in there and just blend that in, see how we get on. Let's blend. Okay, so I feel like I need more, so I'm going to add another 1/4 teaspoonful. That's just exactly what I want. I don't want it too hot pink. Right, because what's in here is the bottom layer, the first layer I'm going to pour, and it's going to be the last layer I pour. I'm going to split this back into two now. So I know that if I pour 1.5 kilos in that jug, we should have 1.5 kilos for this jug as well. And there we go, 1.5 kilos in each jug. Right, so I'm going to pop one jug to the side and we're going to do the first layer. So we need to put some fragrance in this one. And then blend that in. Give it a stir to make sure all the batter has fragrance mixed in there. So we know there's 1.5 kilos in here, which means I need to pour 750 mils. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, 750 mils into each loaf mould. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour so much out of the jug into one loaf mould. Then I'm going to check it to make sure I haven't poured any more than 750 grams. So I've actually poured, we're at 11, so I've poured 400 in there already. Now I'm at 800, so I know I only need to put 50 more mils in there. And that's it, we're at 750. So if I just pour what's left of this one into this loaf mould, then I know they're both, I'll say, almost identical height. I just need to make sure I put my liner clips in, because sometimes when you're doing layered soaps, If it takes a long time for your layer to set, see how the silicon's folding in like this, you'll end up with a wavy side to your soap. So I'm just going to tap that down and put my clips on, and I'm going to leave it until it's set, then I can pour on the next layer. Now, one good tip for you is never start your next layer until that last layer is set up, because if you add any colour or fragrance whatsoever, it could end up where the layer beneath isn't set, and then you're trying to add another layer on top and it's just going to mix together. So that's just a little tip from me to you. Okay, so now it's time to separate these. Just going to sort of, doesn't matter how perfect it is, just sort of half and half there. So this trial by fire is nicely concentrated actually, so a teaspoon makes a big difference. You don't need a great lot of it. It's not like the pigments where you only need a tiny bit, but you don't need loads of it either. Okay, so let's just give that a whiz. So just adding the fragrance in there, just whisking it in because I can't be bothered to wash my hand blender again. I'm just giving it a really good whisking. So just give it all a whiz in like that. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a swirl, not too much, and let's pour. Now then, the next layer is going to be one of the silver layers. So because it's a very small amount, I need to be very precise. So what I'm going to do is split it. So I'm just pouring 300 mils into this jug, and then I'm going to check to make sure I've got 300 in this other one. Seems like I've got a tiny bit more in this jug, so we'll just do that. Right, again, I've got to put one to the side because we're not going to be using it yet. So we're going to take some of this silver blue mica. And then, to make sure I've got the exact right quantity in each one, we're going to take 1 teaspoonful . And just pop it in there. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Baba. Oh, right. Sheila. Yeah. Just put a bit of fragrance in there. Now remember, this is going to be split into two as well, so I'm a bit worried I might not have enough here. And I want it to be really runny because I want it just a nice thin layer. Okay, so I'm really sorry I missed out doing this grey layer and the top layer, but basically it was just a repeat of the bottom layer. On that layer, a very old friend phoned me and I just had to answer the phone, so we're on, I've forgotten what you call it. Is it live chat? Not live chat. Whatever. So I missed that bit. So this is what they look like unmolded. Obviously I've just, the top's dead plain. I've give it a little scrape with a knife and I've sprayed it with rubbing alcohol, and now we're actually going to cut it into slices and then we're going to pipe on the top. Okay, so I'm using my cutter from MRK Tools today. If you've been watching me recently, you'll notice that I got a cutter from Nicole, the Nicole Etsy shop, and I just don't think that cutter's as good as this one. I much prefer this one. This one feels a bit more sturdy. The other one's okay, but not what I would call brilliant. Okay, so I'm cutting these into 3cm slices, and that is what they look like inside. and then we're actually going to pipe on top of them. So you see we've got a nice pastel pink from not putting too much of that fluorescent pink mica in. Okay, so last year you might remember me doing a video showing you how to pipe roses with soap. I'm actually going to use them today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pipe on the top of these soaps here with this absolutely beautiful coloured soap base. It's not ready yet. How gorgeous is that colour? That's the Arctic White mica, and it just looks absolutely beautiful in soap, doesn't it? I just thought I'd use that instead of titanium dioxide. Good job I got 2 bags of it, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to give the tops of these a good spray with rubbing alcohol just to soften them. And then we'll be able to pipe on them. There'll be a link in the description box below the video to say which piping nozzle we're using. That is absolutely beautiful. That Arctic White mica is really, really gorgeous. I love it. I just want to make my soaps pretty this year rather than funky. Well, at the moment I do anyway. And then we're going to pop our gorgeous. I think I'll wait a bit to put the roses on there. Wait till the soap's thickened a bit. Please let's have enough for all of them. Oh, we're short. Can we get one more? If I can get one more, then I can just use the other one as a sample size bar. Oh, just. There we are. Now it's time to put those roses on there. Amazing how much prettier that looks, doesn't it? I love red, white and pink together. So now it's time to add those beautiful roses on the top. The soap's thickened up a little bit more, so we're just going to pop them on. Some are bigger than others. That is just so pretty. I love it. So this is soap number 2 for 2021. What will soap number 3 look like, I wonder? I definitely want a tropical type of year this year, because not that I'm going to make all my soaps tropical, but I got some lovely tropical tissue, and I've done my thank you cards all tropical as well. So just a tropical theme to 2021, because we can't go on holiday. I'm just bringing you that vibe through the screen. Oh, I love those. They are so pretty. I've got to pipe some more roses. Roses are my favourite flowers by far. I'm just so glad I can actually pipe them as well. There you go. Oh, I'm in love. I'm absolutely in love with this one. She is super pretty. Alright everyone, thanks so much for watching for soap number 2 in 2021. I'll see you all very soon for another video from Eden's Secret. Trying to outdo myself this year with more videos for YouTube, just for you. Thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye for now. Now I hope you enjoy my new intro and outro, which is going to be going on all year. Again, it's got that tropical vibe. Bye bye for now.